Somebody hit the intro.
Boom, shakalaka. The Knicks is the difference. Our grit, that's the difference. These kids are just different. And our pot ain't just lit. Trick is to lit us. Whoa! Knicks and NIsh. Knicks and NIsh. Whoa! Knicks and NIsh. Knicks and NIsh. You know we lit. Knicks on. Ish. You know we lit.
Let's have NIsh.
Build it up. You know we lit.
Let's go T-Time.
You know we lit. Mrs. Nitz. You know we lit. Campus up. You know we lit. Brass tag the parlay lord. Let's go.
Yo.
My bad. Yeah. Live and direct once again on your YouTube screen. It is your favorite Knicks and Ish panel. And of course, you already know the vibe because I am the one and only Parlay Lord, aka Frash Taz, here in the building with the Knicks and Ish panel. Never limited to, but always included. The First Lady of Knicks and Ish, Mrs. Knicks, is in the building. Y'all already know my big bro is in the building. Mr. Yatu Sabe himself, the one and only Kev Rodriguez is in the building. And soon to join us a little later on. Shout out my host T-Time. We know you the spark plug, my guy. You know what it is, man. But in the meantime, between time, press like to your favorite panel. Sharing is always caring. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you set the bell to all so you get all notifications when Knicks and Ish go live. And also, do remember, going to check out the Knicks and Ish Shopify. Going to copy some merch. You know what I mean? We got the hoodies, the mugs, the Parlay Lord hat, the Brunson on Fire hoodie, and much, much more. Going over to the Knicks and Ish Shopify and copy yourself some merch. And is anybody here in the comments right now? Who's here? Yes, they are. Michael Brown, what is good? Welcome in. Always good seeing y'all. Sean, you know the vibes. Welcome in. Much appreciate y'all pulling up. Dwayne, they see you in a minute, my guy. What's the word? Hope all is well with you, man. Stephen Kennedy, we know what it is, man. We know what it is. We're going to get to you later on, man. But appreciate everybody who's here right now, everybody who pull up a little later on. But I'm gonna set the stage real quick, and I'm gonna let sis go ahead and start us off. As you all have seen, we have lost Mitch Robinson to the Boston Celtics. Mitch has signed a 3-year, $47 million deal with the Boston Celtics. You know, I mean, there's other topics we're gonna get into tonight as well, but right now, I'm gonna let the panel start off with this. Shout out my brother Marlon Mayhem in the building. Sis, take it away, please.
So I'm going to start by saying it's hilarious how the NBA is in a frenzy with the Knicks winning. I do not remember the last time in an early offseason we've seen such kind of moves. Big moves, big names. It's crazy. But to talk specifically about Mitch, I'm gonna say what I said. What up, T?
The spark plug is in the building.
I'm gonna say what I said. I'm gonna say what I said on Facebook. I'm gonna say what I said on X because I stand on it. As much as we love Mitch and we're, you know, feel away because he was one of our kids. We drafted him. He was replaceable. He didn't play every game. He was injury prone. He can't shoot free throws. He's great at what he does. But realistically, when you talk about a business and what we would have done in limiting ourselves as an organization to move forward, was he worth $17 million? For giving us 12 to 15 minutes a game on the days that we are allowed to play him? No. You know, you have to think as a fan, the bigger picture. The bigger picture is we have bigger fish to fry. we have bigger names we're going to have to re-sign. And, you know, you don't want to limit yourself when it comes to that. You don't want to put restraints on you if, God forbid, I'm knocking on wood, someone gets injured this upcoming season that we can't make a move. We're stuck. So you don't limit yourself. And to be honest, I'm not saying it as a Knicks fan. I'm saying it as a fan of Mitch, because y'all know I love me some Mitch. He may have signed his way out of the NBA. He may have signed his way out of the NBA with this move, because what we've been able to hide and you know, hide him away, that's not going to happen in Boston. Boston is going to need him 82 games, full steam ahead, all minutes. You know what I mean? And when that doesn't work, then what? You know what I mean? What you were to the Knicks, you may not necessarily be that to Boston or any other team. And so I respect you. You went after money. I get it. We'll see. Long term, we'll see. I'm not mad at it. I understand the Knicks. I don't think Leon Rose hasn't even started. He's not going to leave us like this. You're not going to tell me you're going to let our two big men go and you don't got a big man in mind to fill that spot. And also, when you talk about Mitch, you know, I feel like the way fans, you know, look at Mitch, to me is a little disrespectful to Cat, because Cat is our starting center. Cat has played extremely well. Cat also rebounds. He's not Mitch. I'm not saying he's Mitch, but he does the things a center does, although we all feel like he's not necessarily a real center. I think this season he's kind of, you know, got into that role a little bit. And so just getting a decent big man backup, we're going to be fine. Mitch was replaceable. There's no need to be in fucking panic mode the way X was in panic mode. And the amount of text messages I got, like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Bro, we're the fucking champs. We're good on this side.
If I may, let me step in.
Yeah, I'm
for
about
a
to say,
minute.
I just pulled up. I don't know who go next or who spoke or who
It don't
didn't.
even-
So just let me know when it's, in the words of Skip Bayless, when it's my turn. Let me know when it's my turn.
well,
Do your thing.
Well, first and foremost, shout out everybody in the building. You know the vibe. Salute to all the champs in the building. You know what it is, man. You know what I mean? So let's think about it for a minute. Salute, Randall. Welcome in, bro. Let's think about this for a minute. I'm gonna break it down as best I can in 5 minutes, right? First things first. You gotta understand the numbers. Mitch Robinson was due 4 years, $77 million. That's the most the Knicks could have gave him, right? Now, ask yourself, would I be willing to sign Mitch Robinson at 4 years, 77 million, and not even 77 million? It could be even 40 million, put us into the second apron, right? So let's think about this for a minute. We already in the first apron, right? I don't know if y'all know the limitations of the first apron, so I'm gonna enlighten y'all a little bit, because my other moniker is the king of facts. And I'm gonna give y'all some facts real quick, right? Let's put it like this. We can't sign wage players if their original salary exceeds a mid-level exception. That's one thing under the first apron, right? The second thing is we cannot acquire any players in sign and trade deals, meaning all you Knicks fans who talking about going after Jaylen Brown, get it out of your heads, because we can't sign and trade for no Jaylen Brown under the first apron. All right? Because I've seen that out there too. Forget about it. You know what I mean? And any incoming salary in trades under the first apron must match within 110% of the outgoing salary. It's not the 125 that any team in good standing would get. It's 110. So those restrictions are already on the Knicks right now as it is. So now let's look at it. If we was to sign Mitch and put us into the second apron, here's the list of restrictions that would now get added on. We lose all access to the mid-level exception, period. There's no more mid-level exception if we hit the second apron. You can't take in any contracts through the traded player exception as well. So those avenues for us acquiring players are now out the window. Not to mention, we cannot put multiple players' salaries in trades if we're in the second apron. So that means you can't put no package deal together to go after somebody. It's prohibited under the second apron. You cannot trade picks that are 7 years out under the second apron, meaning all these future deals for like 2035, like you've seen happen earlier on. We can't do that. That's prohibited under the second apron. The last two things are simple. You cannot send or receive cash in trade. So we can't put cash with a deal. And the last thing, and this is a significant thing in a way too, any team that remains in the second apron for 3 out of 5 years in a 5-year period, their first round pick automatically goes to the end of the first round. So Knicks fans, the question is, and I'm going to land the plane and I'm going to let one of my good brothers take over. The question is, Knicks fans, are you willing to further restrict Leon Rose and what Leon Rose has been cooking over the last 4 or 5 years to continue to keep us as a competitive team and to continue to keep us at the level that we are at now? Ask yourselves that.
Shit, y'all. First of all, salute to everybody in the chat. What's going on? What up, champs? To every single one of y'all, because that's what we call everybody here now. From all summer long up until the end of next season, which I think we still gonna be champs. But anyway,
I'm glad that you corrected that because we the champs until somebody else is the champs.
Right.
So I'm calling y'all champs until we either win it again, which I think we will, or somebody else is crowned champs. All right.
Right. So So first of all, I want to start off by saying thank you, Mitch. Right? That's what I want to do. I want to start off by saying thank you, Mitch. I am very grateful for the 8 years you gave us here in New York, bro. We know how tough it is to play for the New York Knicks and how heavy that jersey is. And we know what you've been through as a Knick, through all the injuries, through all the ups and downs, through all the sacrifices that you put yourself through to help us throughout the 8 years. Being away from your wife, from your family, your daughters, all that. I'm very grateful for you. Very, very grateful. I love you, Mitch. Okay? Did it hurt to see you leave? It did. Did it hurt to see you with this to see you leave to Boston? I'm not gonna lie, it did. But I'm not gonna hate you for it. I'm not gonna hate you for it. At the end of the day, this is a business. You gotta do what's good. You gotta do what's best for you and your family. And I ain't mad at that. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at that. I see a lot of,
But you the op now.
Listen, you the op now, of course. And listen. Any player, okay, any player that leaves this team is an op. They are an op automatically. But Mitch is different.
Nah, he's not
Mitch
different. He went to
Mitch,
Boston,
no,
Kev.
wait a minute. We got Mitch straight out of high school. This ain't Julius Randle. This ain't nah. We not doing that. We not doing that. Now I'm not allowing nobody to do that to Mitch.
So
Because
what I
at the
think
end
is
of the
being
day,
misunderstood.
at the
I
end
don't
of the
think,
day,
Kev, I don't think Mrs. Nix is saying like he a op, like we hate
no,
him.
listen, no, no, I'm not.
It's more like, well, hold on, Kev, it's more like he's a op. We want him to do well as long
No,
as he's not playing against us. You
no,
feel me?
listen, I completely get it.
But he a
But,
op.
but he's an op, of course. Anybody that goes to the other side is an op. But Mitch is different. Mitch is a Knick. We drafted him straight out of high school. We developed him. We went through the whole process with him. And at the end of the day, we shouldn't be mad because we already know all the flaws behind Mitch. We know all that stuff. You know what I mean? So we know how to play him. We know what we got to do to beat Mitch. I'm not worried about it not one bit. You know what I mean? Like I said in the chat, he left, cool, fine. I'm not worried about it. This is not something that concerns me. You know what I mean? Because we don't have Steve Mills running this team. We don't have Steve Mills running this team. We don't have Isaiah Thomas running this team. We have Leon fucking Rose, bro. And the fact that people are still in shambles over this is just mind-boggling to me, bro. Like this guy if he hasn't proved to you what he's capable of doing, then you haven't been watching. You just been MIA this whole time. I don't even think you watched this finals run or this year for that matter, because Leon Rose has done a fucking spectacular job running this organization. So for people to even question what he's doing, what's going on, it's just mind-boggling to me, bro. At the end of the day, you know, Mitch did what he had to do. We wasn't gonna pay him. I'm not gonna even sit here and blame Dolan for this because this is not even a Dolan problem. This is a system problem. This is a system problem. This is an NBA problem. Because we've seen time and time again James Dolan throw money at people with no problem. We've seen it. It used to drive us crazy. It used to drive me crazy. The money that he used to just throw at people. Here you go. I mean, we've paid some guys that I'm like, Jesus Christ, how did we pay this guy all that money? So I'm not going to sit here and be like, yo, Dolan is at fault. Nah, bro. It's just the NBA put these rules in place to keep teams at equal, if I'm saying it correct. You know what I mean?
Yes, it was really to keep like small market teams on the same level as big
market teams.
The
And,
word that you're looking for is parity.
Right, boom, you got it. And then I really blame guys like LeBron James for drawing all these super teams, putting all these super teams together, having to give supermax contract to all these players and all this ridiculousness. I could be wrong, but that I blame it more on that than I would blame James Dolan not being able to pay Mitchell Robinson.
It's my turn now. I want to first of all shout out to everybody that's in the chat. If you didn't do so already, make sure you hit that like button. Shout out to the good brother Knickerbocker Ave. If you didn't do so already, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share, notification bell, all that good stuff. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not mad at Mitch, but I'm not gonna pretend like this one didn't hurt. This one hurt. It hurt. I knew he was going. It was nothing that we could do about it. I knew that. But where he went, that was the stab. That's the part that hurt. Yeah, I mean, I could have lived with him going almost anywhere. But Boston, Philly, nasty work. Nasty work. I feel like those two places, the places that you had to know, like, bro, if I go here, like this is. But at the same time, get your chicken. Who knows who offered him what? Maybe that was the most lucrative offer. Yeah, I mean, and then Kev, you're
Boston,
muted.
Boston probably did that to screw us, bro. Let's overpay him, throw him all this money. You know, they
Kev,
probably drove up the price.
I wouldn't consider
No,
that an overpay. I think,
The Knicks are the only
yeah,
ones who could pay him the most money on that. Nah, I don't agree with that. The Knicks could have paid him the most.
he's only making,
We know
he's
that the
making,
Knicks could have gave him the. We know that the Knicks could have paid him the most, but we know the Knicks were not going to pay him. So we don't know what
but
kind of offers was out there from other teams. We don't know that.
so what I'm saying is this: it's not an overpay. He's only making a little bit over 15. You know what I mean? For a player of Mitchell Robinson's caliber, well, you could say damn near 16, right? If we round it up, let's just say 16, right? He's making 16. I don't think that's an pay for a player of Mitch Robinson's caliber. Yeah, I mean, for the skill set that he brings to the game. But again, you got to get his money, and this is how I look at it, right? But Mitch is close to 30 now, right? Might be 30. We know his injury history. We don't know how many more contracts Mitchell Robinson got, to be perfectly honest.
He's 28.
He might. This might
28,
be his last one. You never know.
28. He got a 4-year deal?
3.
3-year deal. 3-year deal. He be 31. He's
Yeah,
going to get an
option after the second year, I think.
Is it a
mark my
team
word.
option? Is it a team option or a player option?
I think it's a team.
I'm not sure. I'm going to
I
look.
think it's a team, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But this is what I'm trying to say. Even at 31, if he does, when he does, he's going to get another contract after 31. It ain't going to be this.
Player option.
Or the player option. It ain't going to be this. And I'm going to tell you why. Because who does the Celtics have on their roster as center better than Mitchell Robinson? Nobody. So guess what's going to happen? Mitchell Robinson is going to need to start.
Yeah,
What that mean?
I think he's gonna be
What
a
that
starter over there.
what that mean? 30 plus minutes a game? Playing every game? Maybe playing some back-to-backs? What we know from having Mitchell Robinson for 8 years, that shit don't work. His body can't handle that. We know this because we had him for 8 years and it never worked. So I'm not mad at Mitch. I'm with Kev. I'm not mad. First of all, Kev, that background picture, that's what I meant to say when I first got on the talk. That background picture is fucking fire. I meant to say that when I first pulled up. But
That was the first picture that came to mind when I said, yo, I gotta put this shit up, man. I'm really all summer, baby.
Yeah. I meant to say that as soon as I pulled up. You muted, sis.
No, that picture is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like in the process of trying to figure out how to redecorate because I got so much championship shit. I don't even know where to move things to.
Yeah, but
you gotta have you gotta put like a collage in the back.
Literally, look, I have the.
Yeah, start it up, sis. And then you gotta put one under the one you got under that. You put one under that, one next to it.
Yeah. Before I lose my train of thought, y'all already know how I give it up. And my mind goes, pause, a mile a minute. But we know that's not gonna work for Mitch having to play starter minutes. We've seen it. We fucking seen it. And like sis been saying on social media, I love Mitch. Don't get it twisted. Love Mitch. Once a Knick, always a Knick. I hope and pray that when he comes back to the Garden, he gets a great ovation because he deserved that. He completed the fucking mission. When he got drafted to the Knicks, it's one of the first things he said. Hopefully, bring a championship. And he completed the fucking mission. So no matter where he went, I get it. It's the Celtic. It sucked and it stings. He completed the fucking mission. The last play of the NBA Finals is this man grabbing a game-sealing offensive rebound on a free throw. So when he comes to the fucking Garden, y'all need to do what y'all supposed to do. Get up and make the most noise ever been made for an opposing player in the Garden, whether he is Celtic or not. And
Right.
once the ball go up in the air, then you boo that nigga. Facts, you feel me? But yeah, I'm not mad. It is what it is. He getting his chicken or 16 mil a year for the next 3. If you know Mitchell Robinson and you've been following his career, for a player like him and a person like him, yeah,
Knicks in
yeah,
five.
that's a fact.
Luke.
That's a
Fact.
fact.
Knicks in
That's a
5,
fact.
Jay.
That's a fact.
Knicks in 5.
I told the group chat earlier. I said it's gonna break my heart to watch Cat bust his ass. Yeah, it's
Facts.
gonna break my heart watching Cat give Mitchell Robinson absolute work. It's gonna
Oh,
break my heart.
JB getting
Yeah.
past him.
Yeah, but yeah, he well, a country boy like Mitch, that kind of bread for a person who don't live an exorbitant lifestyle. He's set. His daughter's set. They're good. You feel me? But yeah, I'm not mad at Mitch. You know what I mean? We gonna bust his ass. Still Knicks in 5 for sure. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna land the plane, man.
No, I mean, I agree. And I mean, if we were to sign him, that would have really stopped us from doing what we have done thus far, which is keep Shamet and Jose, right?
And and that's what the part that I think the crash outs today don't understand, right?
Frank is back here saying bowl bowl.
I got my idea. We ain't at that part of the show yet. I just pulled up, so I'm not running things right now. Yeah, I mean, I would believe Sis is running things right now. So who's
You
running?
good?
All right, so I guess I'll steer the conversation. But anyway, right? The naysayers and the crash outs from today with Mitchell Robinson going to the Celtics, I don't think they get what my good brother Fraz was saying earlier. You know what I mean? Which is, Fraz, I'm sorry, I gotta mute you. I can hear you fanning yourself. It's hot. I know it. I'm hot. That's why I'm in a fucking tank top. It's hot. I get you, good brother. I ain't even mad at you. But I don't get what my good brother Fraz was saying. Now, it's not a money thing with Dolan this time. You know what I mean? It's not a money. We all know Dolan would have threw the money. We all know he would have threw the money out there. It's the other handicaps that were the handcuffs that we put onto this team that will create handicaps for us to continue to get better and stay relevant and compete for years to come, right? Because you might think, oh, we could try it out this year, and then if it don't work, we could just trade away to get under. No, we can't. That's what you don't understand. When we go in the second April, it has to be a dollar for dollar thing. It's a dollar for dollar thing. We can't give away a player of more salary for a player with less salary. We have to match that bitch buck for buck. The only way we will be able to get out the second April is when players' contracts fall off the books. We would be fucking handcuffed. I love Mitch. You don't understand. He's one of our kids. Now, we watched him grow up from a young pup. A young pup, we watched him. But at the detriment of what we could do moving forward, because we still have to compete to be for a championship because we don't know what's coming up in the one for the rest of this free agency. Could be trades and all these other shit. Then you got to worry about their trade deadline. We don't know what could be happening. So we need to remain some type of flexible to compete again for a championship. Listen, we didn't get to this part of the show, but I don't know if I want to segue there yet, but I'm going to start by saying Jaylen Brown is one to the fucking 76ers. The first thing that happened this free agency that raised my eyebrow. That shit raised my eyebrow. I said, oh, oh, okay. That's kind of tough. That is a kind of great move for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics are dumbasses. But the Philadelphia 76ers, tough fucking move. So you have to be, I'll say that to say you have to be flexible enough to see if you can make a counter to that. And if we signed Mitchell Robinson, we would not be flexible to make a counter to that. So what I want to segue to is the fact that Hukporti went to Philly too. Everybody want to take our senses now in the Eastern Conference. It's kind of crazy. And they said we don't develop talent, but whatever. There's a big gap in the backup center role. Since I should have asked you to do this, but I'm going to ask if you did it because I know you. Did you download that picture I sent with all the available centers? I know. I give you a second. Since we on point with this shit.
I'm looking at the list right now. So
yeah, I wanted to be on the screen so everybody could see what I'm talking about. Because you know why it's important, Kev? Because it's color coded to who's an unrestricted, who has a player option, who's a restricted agent, who has a team option. Yeah, I mean that shit matters. You know what I mean? In the grand scheme of this conversation. I don't think it has everybody, but the top main centers are on that list. Yeah, I mean,
when did you send it?
It was a couple days ago. I can send it again.
Yeah,
you got it.
No,
all right,
bro, we talk too much.
Yeah, that's a fact. Today was a busy day. I ain't gonna hold you. Today was a busy day. But yeah, we gotta. Hold on now. There you go. Let's see. Sorry, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. I bet sent. But yeah, you know, there's a big gap in the center position, the backup center position. I want to start this conversation off by saying, as a third string center, Jamison ain't bad. The gap from Jamison and Hukporti is not that great. Not that big of a gap between Jamison and Hukporti. I like Jamison. High motor player. He might not be the prototypical size that you want for a center, but he's out there going 110 every single time you see him on the court. Yeah, I mean, he may need some more time to develop to be better, but I'm saying as the third string, if I have to rely on him as my third string center, that backup to the backup, I'm cool with that. Since you got the list?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah. So I had a thought in my mind, right? And I told the squad today I wasn't going to say who I had a thought in my mind about because it's a hear me out moment.
So some of these are gone already.
Yeah. Some of these are gone. Kessler. Yeah, Kessler's gone.
The guy Quetta's gone.
Porzingis is off the list. He signed with Golden State.
Oh, he did. That was my pick, nigga. That was my pick.
Porzingis?
Yeah, that was my hear me out moment.
Yeah,
I
nah,
already
he
know
went
when
back.
T-Time taking it. You see, this how I know, man. But
That was
yeah, he
my
signed
hear me out
I'm
moment.
a, I'm a, I'm a,
2
I'm a,
years,
I'm gonna
40
give you a
million
hear
with
me
Golden
out
State.
though. I'm gonna give you a hear me out moment. And this young man, I just sent it to sis. I just sent the guy's name. I'm bad at names, right? I'm bad at names.
Me and you both, Kev.
The guy, I put it in the chat.
Musa Cease.
Musa Cease from Dallas.
I
Mm.
don't even know who that is, gang, and I
Bro,
watch a lot of basketball.
he's a young and upcoming player. Um, I was looking at his stats, man, in Dallas. He played for Dallas.
Yeah.
I mean, he's listen, he's young, he's 23, you know, he's on the cheap end. We don't gotta pay him no crazy amount of money. He's good at protecting the rim. He's a good shot blocker. You know what I mean? I mean that's somebody that we could look at. Like Steve said, Andre Drummond. I wouldn't be opposed to that either.
So
He's somebody that we don't have to throw.
so Kev, the thing about Andre Drummond, right? Who's that?
This is that kid that Kev talked about.
Cease
All
from
right.
Dallas.
He just caught that block.
Yeah.
A really good young player, bro. Like he's 6'11", he's 23, and he's a
Yeah.
really good shot blocker. We need rim protecting right there. He's a good
Yeah.
backup for, you know what I mean, and he's quick. He runs the floor. If I'm not mistaken, if you go back when we played against the Knicks, he didn't play bad against us.
So, but the thing about Andre Drummond has convinced himself that he's not taking a pay cut. So,
Okay, so beat it then.
yeah,
Off the list.
he's not gonna be a facts cat.
Cross him off the list. That's cool.
Yeah, he convinced himself he said I'll take a pay cut a couple times before. I'm not doing that again. Yeah,
All
I mean,
right,
so
look here. You got
he's
Nick
out of here.
Richards. Nick Richards
That
Off the
Kev,
list. Off the
that's
list.
who
off the
off
list.
the list.
Off the list. He signed already. Off the list.
Where he signed back.
11 out of the 20 players on this list are already signed. You want me to give you the name? I know the names without even having to look it up.
Yeah, go ahead, Fred.
Hartenstein read up with OKC. Walker Kessler went to the Lakers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Porzingis read up with the Warriors. I forgot where Cater went. I don't know if it was Charlotte or if it was somewhere else. He's not in Boston no more. We
Who?
know where Mitch went.
Cater stayed in Boston. Cater stayed in Boston.
Okay, so he signed in still. That was my point.
Vucevic went to Orlando. Ayton stayed with the Lakers.
Yeah.
Lopez stayed with the Clippers. Williams
Facts.
stayed with Phoenix.
Al
Horford stayed with the
Horford is still with the
Warriors.
Warriors. Nurkic signed somewhere else.
Yeah.
Robert Williams is still with Portland. Who is that? Wagner. He went to Brooklyn.
He went to Brooklyn. Yeah.
Yes. Shaden Sharp read up with the Nets. Nick Richards went somewhere. I forgot where exactly.
Nah, he's still a free agent. I didn't see that.
I don't see that he moved.
I didn't see that. I don't see
thought
that.
he got
Google it.
signed.
Nah,
I thought
I'm
he
on
got
the list
signed.
right now. I'm on the list right now of all the centers.
Okay, so the other name is Jock Landale. Jock Landale's not in Atlanta no more.
Marcus Bagley is still available. I just seen his name. Hold up. I just seen his name. I'm not bugging. Hold up.
Yeah, he didn't go anywhere.
He didn't go nowhere. I know I'm not bugging.
Yeah, nah. He ain't going nowhere yet. There's no news on him. I wouldn't be mad at Nick Richards. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Nick
I'm
Richards,
mad.
the guy that
I'm mad at my hear me out. How much did Porzingis sign for? I want to know. That is the question I have. How much did he sign for? Because I
2
feel
years,
like
40 million.
2 year 40. We
40
couldn't afford
million.
him. We couldn't afford him anyway. Hold on, time out. Time the fuck out, bro.
2 years,
out.
40.
Time out, bro. How does Golden State have that much money to sign this nigga for $20 million a year? Fucking Steph Curry just read up for 1 year, $62 million. That's 80-something million with two people. How? And we about to be in the second fucking apron.
But wait, isn't there a word that Jimmy Butler's not returning to Golden State? Could somebody check that for me?
Nah. They would. He's still under contract with the Warriors. I don't think he's a free agent yet.
He's not.
He
I
probably
think he
got
read. I think he read up when he got there.
Yeah, bro.
But that's crazy to me. But yeah, I'm not mad at Nick Richards. Not mad at Nick Richards. Seeing that most of this list.
Free agent. I just found him. He's a free
Who?
agent. Nick Richards. He hasn't signed nobody.
I'm not mad at Nick Richards. I'm not mad. He's solid backup. Solid. How does he fit with the team? I don't know his temperament too much. You know what I mean? I feel like this team is mostly about temperament. He don't bring too much to the offensive skills. Yeah, but to the offensive side of the ball, he don't bring too much. He's definitely a rebounder, hustle type defender. How tall is he? He's like 6'10", right? 6'11".
I think he was averaging like 10 points a game.
Yeah. Now again, I said I gave up on it, but seeing all the things, how everybody's already gone, I'm back on that train again. Pause. Somebody bring me Bobo, man. Y'all bugging. Y'all bugging. I'm back on the Bobo train. Since you can take that out of picture. Since you can take that out of picture, sis. But yeah, I'm back on the Bobo. Frank said Bobo.
Immediately, that's what he said.
It only make it. Listen, man. What we doing here? Definitely a league minimum contract. He was out the league. He can't be asking for no type of money for real. League minimum, pull up, and he gonna hoop. And I hopefully that year out of the league humbled him a little bit. Like, yeah, you a talent, but you ain't approaching this the right way. You could be right back out the league, homie. Go get me Bobo. Look, and then imagine, right? If you do pick up a full string center or whatever, and we got Jameson at third string, you might be able to roll out a lineup, a double big lineup when one center is 7 feet tall and the other one is 7'2". What the fuck are we talking about? We're talking about ball. You can run a legit 5 out. A legit 5 out with the second power forward or center being behind the 3-point line. And you can't double nobody. When JB go in the full quarter mode, and you be like, oh, they trying to take the ball out of JB hand. Copy. We're going to put Bobo out there now. Now y'all got to stay home on fucking everybody that's on the court. And JB going to cook whoever's in front of him because you can't double. Go get me. Why are we even having this conversation? I'm about to get angry. Why are we even having this conversation? I get it. They say, oh, there's attitude. But what's undeniable, this kid could fucking play basketball. Everything everybody think Wemby is, he's really that. He has an actual offensive bag. He's only 2. Bobo might be 7'3" if I'm not mistaken. Somebody fact check. Bobo might be 7'3".
Yeah, I think he's like 7'3". Yeah, I think he is.
I said 7'2". He might be 7'3", right?
He's 7'3".
7'3" that can hit you with a legit hagger. Step back. Like, yo, like he really got an offensive bag. Have y'all watched Bobo dribble the basketball? He dribbled the basketball like a legit guard. He's everybody be like, oh, we never seen this before with Wembanyama. Yeah, it's not to sound like Shaq. We have fucking Bobo. He's really like that offensively, and he's great weak side help defender. He's going to get you 2 blocks a game without a question coming off the weak side. Finish it. Ha! Give me that. What do we do? I get it. I get it. There's a certain personality that this team want to have on a roster, but I feel like the team is so solidified together in what they want to do that if you bring in somebody like Bobo, he has no choice but to fall in line. If everybody else is locking step, you got to be a real weirdo to be like, oh, fuck what these niggas doing. I'm doing whatever I want to do. No, go get me Bobo, man. I'm laying in the pain there. I talk too much.
But
And not
let's
only
not.
that, but sorry, 1 second. Being out of the league will humble somebody. You know what I mean? And we have the correct leadership to correct bad attitudes. If that's what you say.
Yeah.
Well,
Jordan,
let's
look at it like this. Jordan Dennis Rodman situation. The cat Bobo. Yeah, Brad.
But I think everybody's forgetting one thing about Bobo. This guy can hit the 3-pointer. He's a 3-point shooter. He gonna make your big come and have to defend on the perimeter. You're getting something in that Mitch don't have, a 3-point shot. You know, and this is the era of the stretch 5.
The 3-point shot or
Wow.
offense? You mean offense?
That too, but you gotta. I'm specifically pointing out the 3-point shot. I know he got it bad. You know what I'm saying? I've watched him play. He got it bad. He got good handles. He's got good discipline with a lot of things.
No. I was saying that because you said one thing he doesn't have that Mitch has is a 3-point shot. I said you mean offense.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because at the end of the day, Bobo might come out and give you 15 points a game, and that's something we haven't seen in the center position in a while, other than the starter. Let me add that in there so nobody be like,
he will give you that off the bench.
That's what I'm saying. He's bringing
Who's
15
hurt?
points.
Bobo didn't play because he's not on the team. Somebody said he's hurt. He didn't play because he's not on the team, not because he's hurt. Nobody picked him up last year.
Yeah, he's been unrestricted for the last year and a half.
Oh no, he's hurt.
Oh, he is?
It says he suffered a partial Achilles tendon tear.
Explains everything.
Oh, there goes that.
Ooh.
He's been out for a year though.
He's been out since
a little more than a year, right?
May 26th. He got hurt.
Oh, this year?
He played this year?
Oh, okay.
No, he didn't play here, overseas.
Oh, yeah, that's what
Okay. Yeah. Damn, Bobo. Damn, homie.
Shit.
Yeah, listen, it's looking like Nick Richards or nothing right now. I ain't gonna hold you. Leon Rose gotta have set up his sleeve that I can't see right now, and I'm gonna have faith in that. But right now, it's looking like Nick Richards a bust.
And to be honest, we're looking at just free agents. Leon has cooked in some trades, so anything is possible.
Yeah, definitely.
This facts. Man. Damn, Ball. This was your time to shine. You could have been a Knick.
I just want to interject.
It ain't tough love. It ain't your fault. You ain't fuck up his Achilles. Oh yeah, see, look. Great minds, good. A brother or sister, I don't know. Tough love. It's a guy. It's a guy. All right, bet. Because I'm saying tough love, that could go either way.
That's my
Pause.
people's.
Yeah. Well, shout out to tough love for being cis people. But our center situation ain't the only thing that's been happening in the league. It's a lot of movement pause around the league. So we're gonna talk about that. And I guess, in the typical fashion of how we give it up. I want us to rank it in our worry level to what these moves are. And I don't know all the moves off the top of the dome board. But if y'all free to yell out whoever that y'all know.
So I I kind of put it together a little bit. Hold on. Let me find it. Where was it? Oh, I put it in StreamYard. Let me see. So we kind of touched base a little bit on Jaylen Brown to the Sixers, right?
All right, let's go there. Let's pause. Let's do a deeper dive.
So he got traded for Paul George, 2 first-round picks, and 2 second-round picks.
Wow.
Yeah, Kev, that's wild, right? That's fucking wild. Yo, that was literally a get the fuck out my city trade. I kid you not. That's literally, we hate you here.
Which is crazy to me.
Wow. That's
why. Actually, can I comment on that? Hold on.
Absolutely.
I want to say something to that. Actually, I don't think that was a get him out of here. I think it was because Jaylen Brown, from what I read, became disgruntled how the Celtics organization was moving with the offseason. I know there's an article out there on that too.
I think there's some beef with him and Tatum, to be honest.
It might not. I think it's more with the upper part of the organization than it is with Tatum, actually. You know what I mean?
How do you not expect that man to be disgruntled when every offseason y'all trying to trade that nigga?
But from what
every offseason, the first thing we hear coming out of Boston, they're looking for offers on on Jaylen Brown. This motherfucker was the finals MVP. Last year, he took a team that was supposed to be in a gap year to the second seed. I think if Jason Tatum didn't show back up, they'd beat the 76ers.
I agree.
So how do you not be disgruntled? So I don't think that he got traded because he was disgruntled. I think that's been the plan for the last 3 or 4 years, was to get rid of him.
Well, they say that he didn't even ask to get traded, though.
He didn't.
They say he didn't even ask to get traded. Boston just said, "Nah, we getting rid of him." That's it. They just made the move themselves.
Well, look at it.
I think it was a dumb move.
Me too, especially.
I understand Tatum is the face of the Celtics. I like Brown better.
Right.
Me. If I had to choose between one or the other, I'm picking Brown.
Facts. I agree with that.
That's just my opinion.
Right.
Yeah, I think it was a dumb move for them.
Yeah.
The Sixers, it looks good on paper. Am I worried? Nah.
But
from a scale of 1 to 10, you can't say 0 because with that move with Jaylen Brown going to Philly, you can't tell me that's a 0 on the worry meter. You have to give me a legit number, sis. And I know how sis give it up. She's gonna be like, I don't care, it don't matter. Knicks at 5. Nah, I need a legit worry number, sis.
I'm not worried.
I need a number though.
I'll give number 1. If I can't give a 0, I'm gonna give a 1. No, and when I say that, I'm talking about fully healthy Knicks team as is. They don't worry me. They look good on paper. The Sixers look good on paper. How they're gonna handle a Jaylen Brown, VJ, Maxey lineup, I don't know. I think a lot of their success still is going to depend on the health of Embiid. That's my opinion. Because I don't think the Sixers are not ready to hand over that team. It's still when Embiid's on the court, it's still going to kind of run through him. Those three kind of need the ball to be efficient. So it's going to be interesting to see how it works. If it works the way it looks on paper, it'll be nice. You know what I mean? But it doesn't always work the way it looks on paper.
That's
And
facts.
like I said, a fully healthy Knicks team, even without Mitch, they don't really scare me. Do they get better in the East? Absolutely. But do they put fear in my heart and make me feel like we can't repeat? Nah.
Yeah, I hear that. Fellas, talk to me.
Listen, I'm gonna say it like this real quick, man. At the end of the day, you put another guy who demands a lot of touches with the basketball, pause, with two other guys who are the similar trait in Maxi and in B when he's on the floor. So the question is going to remain in Philly. Will they be able to work the chemistry out and figure out who is going to demand touches in what situations? My worry level is at a 1 for the simple fact that we've already beat teams constructed like this before.
Mhm.
So again, Jaylen Brown moving to the Philadelphia Sixers does not warrant me to feel like, oh, there's an imminent threat. Because if you look, just look all over the rest of the East. The whole East is basically rebuilding, except for the Knicks core, because the
Yeah,
Knicks core is still intact.
we're gonna get to the other ones for sure. Facts.
You know what I mean? Go ahead, Kev.
Um, I mean, I think they got to upgrade in Jaylen Brown over Paul George. You know, I think their starting five upgraded, but I think their bench is trash. They just lost Kelly Oubre. They lost Quentin Grimes. Um, so really, like, I'm not too concerned. I'm with the guy. I'm with the fams. Um, I'll give him like a 3, you know. But really, I'm not too concerned, bro. I think we got this under control. I think Leon got this under control.
Yo, so I hear y'all, right? I'm sorry. I'm trying to text my kid. Yeah.
But Jaylen Brown is a huge upgrade over Paul George. I mean, now Philadelphia, you know, Philadelphia got somebody with championship experience in that starting five. You know, he's a former MVP in the finals now. You know,
Yeah.
they not and not now we, you know, we can't slack on them
So
because it
I
really
got
all depends on Joel Embiid. What kind of Joel Embiid you gonna get? Are you gonna get this Joel Embiid that's not gonna be playing back to backs and look like he's gonna,
That's exactly what we're going to get. That's what
Yep.
we've been getting.
Yep.
like, he can't run down the court, Joel Embiid, or you gonna get Joel Embiid from
Yeah.
back in the day? So it
Or
all
he
depends
already
on
needs
that,
knee
I
surgery already.
right?
all right,
Because
so check it, check it, check it, check it, check it.
he don't look normal.
Check it, 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 right? I got a different sentiment, got a different sentiment than the three of y'all. Uh with Jaylen Brown going to the Philadelphia 76ers, they can legit rest Joel Embiid all the way to the playoffs. Like they don't really have to play this nigga now into the playoffs. They don't have to. They don't have to. I don't get where the sometime they going to. Tyrese Maxey and Jaylen Brown alone can carry that fucking team to a top 3 seed, right? Then you add BJ Edgecombe to that equation. They're going to be a top 3 seed with just those guys. So they have, yeah, Joel, we gonna take the fines, nigga. Load management. We gonna take the fines because we're trying to win a championship. And if the 76ers go into the playoffs with a healthy Joel Embiid, Jaylen Brown, and Tyrese Maxey, my worry level is at a 7 with that team. At a fucking 7. Because it's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's not Paul George scoring 15 points in the first quarter and running out of gas. Jaylen Brown ain't running out no motherfucking gas. He's not running out of gas. It's not happening. We know he's a killer. We know he's a killer. If there's anybody a killer that was on that Celtics fucking team, it was Jaylen Brown.
But
do I think the Knicks gonna win in 6? Absolutely. But my worry level is a 7. That is a dangerous fucking team.
But we got to remember that he was a part of that team that just choked to Philadelphia last year, who was up 3-1.
But Cat, I just said a few minutes ago, if Jason Tatum didn't come back, they would have won that series with just Jaylen Brown. I think they lost that 3-1 lead because of Jason Tatum was inept, and he needs a lot of shots. Jason Tatum was taking a lot of fucking shots, 3-point shots. He was taking like 10 a game. That's crazy. And only making 2. My fault, Kev.
And we beat them in 6. Not the year before that with him on
that's
the
facts.
I mean, I think their starting lineup is good, but I mean, when you look at the team in like as a whole, see, they can't play all 82 games, 45 minutes a game, and then be good for the playoffs.
I hear you. I hear all that, right? But why my worry level is a 7 is because if they get to the playoffs healthy, right? If they get to the playoffs healthy, you got to understand what you're looking at. You have enough good players where minutes could be staggered. 4 out of the 5 starters could be on the All-Star team next year, if you think about it, right? VJ Edgecombe is really nice. We're not going to act like that young man ain't nice. He's one of them ones for real, right? So you talk about whoever is in the starting lineup with Tyrese Maxey, Brown, VJ Edgecombe, and Embiid, right? That's the outlier of potentially not on All-Star level, right? That would have been Kelly Oubre, but he signed somewhere else. That's a fucking
I'm guessing it'll be Dean Wade, right? Because he signed with them.
Oh, he did, Dean Wade, but nobody cares about no fucking Dean Wade. But that doesn't matter.
I'm just saying he will be the other forward.
No. Since I get that, what I'm saying is, bro.
Ariel Hukporti's also on the Sixers now.
Yeah,
he's coming off the bench, and I like Hukporti. I like Hukporti for what he gave us in those spot minutes. Do I think he's a full-time backup just yet? No, right? So I'm not really. But what I'm saying is there's enough good players in the starting lineup that you can stagger their minutes and it still be really effective, right? You could put 2 starters on the floor at a time to still get great offensive productivity. You could. Yeah, Fred.
I want to add into that real quick. I ain't gonna be long, but I've seen what I've seen in the last few years with Boston, and especially with Jaylen Brown. It's like he can score, but again, you're gonna be on another team that may end up struggling without a bona fide center. It happened when they lost Porzingis. They haven't been the same since they lost Porzingis.
In my position, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying because you don't know if Embiid's going to be there, right? But what I'm saying is they have the ability to rest Embiid the way they never had to before. Like those VJ Edgecombe, Tyrese Maxey, and Jaylen Brown is more than good enough to win 50 games. More than good enough. More than good enough to win 50 games without Joel Embiid.
They are, right?
So if there's a need where they feel like, all right, we're just going to we're
Leash.
going to one when he does play, he's going to play minimum minutes in the regular season. Give him the Mitchell Robinson treatment, right? He only plays 20 minutes in the regular season. He doesn't play back to back. They can limp his ass all the way to fucking the playoffs healthy and in rhythm because he's been playing. That, to me, that deserves a 7. That's dangerous. We saw this man give us 50 on one leg with Bell's palsy. He gave us 50 on one leg with Bell's palsy, son. Like we cannot not act like these things don't exist. I still think the Knicks win in 6 in that series, regardless. That's why the threat level is only a 7 and not higher. You feel me? We still win in 6, but we're not going to act like everybody that on that team, not everybody, but 4 out of the 5 starters are not very dangerous people. VJ Escombe as your official your 4th option is tough. It's tough. I'm not saying they could beat us. Not saying that at all. Knicks in 6.
Listen, who they got on their bench? They just let go. Like,
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. 3 of they best 4 players is under 26. They could play 40.
We just sweep.
Not for 82 games, T.
We just swept.
I'm not saying for 82 games. That's what the point I'm making. I'm not saying for 82 games. I'm saying that this starting lineup is good enough. Even with rest and Joel Embiid, they could win 50 games. Easy, right? I'm saying that in the playoffs, right, versus the Knicks, whether it be because we're both going to be in a top 4 teams, right? We're both going to be in the top 4 teams. So we're probably not going to see each other either to the ECF or the semis, right? Those young guys could play 40. That's what I'm saying. Jaylen Brown, what he's 28? He could play 40.
Jaylen Brown got some injury history too about him now. Let's not forget.
It's not severe. He had a great year last year. I think he definitely played over 75 games last year.
Well,
all right, so let's move on.
We got.
So the next big one, I'm guessing, probably will be Kawhi Leonard returning to the Raptors.
That one threat level 2. The fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. That don't scare me in the least bit. This is the fuck you talking about. Yeah, listen, Kawhi's one of them ones.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No,
go
Kawhi
ahead.
one of them ones, but if we talk about Embiid's injury history, this guy, you feel me? He's the only player that's been worse than Joel Embiid when it comes to injury history, right? He did have a good year last year. He was reasonably healthy last year. I think he played like close to 60 games, which is a great improvement for him. But there's no. I'm looking when you look at their starting 5, right? Jakob Poeltl starts for them. I think at center, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jakob Poeltl at the 5. Scotty Barnes at the 4. That's going to be Kawhi at the 3, RJ at the 2, and who fucking is their point guard? I don't know. It doesn't matter. There's no shooting. Quickly. Outside of Quickly, and Kawhi shoots the 3 pretty well. No real shooting on that team. There's a lot of people who like to get to the cup. There's no shooting on that team. Kawhi, I think, shoot like 38% or something like that. Last year, I think he shot like 36. I could be wrong.
I thought it was like 36.
But yeah, Quickly is the only real shooter, and Quickly is developing a very extensive injury history himself. Threat level 2. I'm gonna let it play in there. Threat level 2 for Toronto.
I mean, RJ Barrett got better over there. I ain't gonna lie. RJ Barrett got better over there, and they still got Scotty Barnes. He's trouble, and he's a pretty good defender. Um, Alongside Kawhi Leonard. Um, I don't. Oh, Emmanuel Quickly is gonna be their point guard, but they still, it's still early. They can still probably fill in some roster spots. Maybe get some good bench players, but I feel like they're another team that got better in the East too. They could probably be a top five team in the East.
What's the worry level?
You muted.
What's the worry level, Kev?
What's the worry level?
I'm gonna say the same thing. 3.
You're a little bit higher than I was. I said a 2.
I'm very confident with my Knicks, bro. Just by the way they played, like we took, Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe was supposed to give Jalen Brunson work in that series, and we completely dominated them. Completely annihilated them in that series. We swept the shit out of them. So,
fact, swept the shit out of them is the perfect phrase.
Right. Right. So, as far as the Raptors, I mean, the Raptors, that's another team that I'm not really too concerned about. I mean, they got some, Kawhi's a champion. I mean, obviously he brings them experience, But like you said, you don't know if he's gonna play all the time.
Right.
You don't know if he's gonna play all the time, and he brings the luggage with all that problem that he had with the Clippers. You don't know if that's gonna linger. With all the legal issues that they have over there in LA. I don't know if he's.
Oh yeah, he sued them niggas, didn't he?
I think that's still ongoing. If I'm not.
It's still pending.
Yeah, it's ongoing with that. So that's luggage that Toronto is gonna have to deal with. You know what I mean? So
that's hilarious. That's wild.
But they did get better, man. Like, let's not front though. Let's not act like RJ.
Oh, for sure.
RJ Barrett. I mean, he's gotten much better over there, man. He's shooting the 3 ball better. All that. So. Let's see what happens.
Y'all know RJ is my guy. Let's not act like that's not my guy. I fuck with RJ. But
RJ Barrett disrespect is wild disrespectful to me, bro.
I think there's no disrespect. He got better, but it's still mad deficiencies in his game. You know what I mean? Like, still mad holes in his game. He's got way better. Don't get me wrong. He's a 20-point scorer in his league, and that's tough to do. I'm not going to knock that. No. The average 20 points a game in the NBA is fucking tough to do, and he does that. You know what I mean? But third level 2.
To get to only have to give up, I think Ingram was in that deal.
Ingram, and it was something else.
It was the white boy. It was the white boy.
I don't want to say it.
Grady.
Yeah, Grady.
GD.
That's I don't like that. That's a gang. No gang violence over there.
I'm not saying the other words though. I'm not saying his
No, just Grady. He's Grady. That's it.
Grady.
Everybody know who Grady is from. How many Gradys you think there is in the NBA? Grady, they know who it is.
That's a huge upgrade for them, man. Because you don't know, and Brandon Ingram is just, I don't know, man. Like
I feel bad for Brandon Ingram. I think he gave them a great year last year. I
Yeah.
think he gave him a great year last year. But that's the NBA for you. That's why I don't be mad when players decide to do whatever the fuck they want to do. Because look at Jaylen Brown and Brandon Ingram. I think Ingram was content where he was. You feel me? I didn't think he had any plans of going anywhere. You got a former Finals MVP in Jaylen Brown getting pushed out of a city that I don't think if anybody should have been traded, it was with fucking Jason Tatum. I'm sorry, I'm taking up time. Sit
Nah.
so fast, please.
I mean, for me, honestly, the Knicks have owned the Raptors the last 3 seasons. Let's talk about it. I mean, haven't we swept them, what, 2 years in a row? It's starting to look like the Nets series when we play the Raptors. You know what I mean? They just get swept in the regular season. Let's be real. I'm not even going to cap. My worry level is a 2. They lost a few players on their bench, like the guy with the last name Mamukelashvili. Yes, I said it correctly. Don't ask me if I pronounced it right. I pronounced it exactly how it says on the back of his jersey. Sandro Mamukelashvili. He was a little problem for them coming off the bench. And the fact that he declined his option and is looking to free agency, that's a key piece for them that they're going to be missing moving forward. Also, the fact that you gave away one of your best starters in Ingram and one of
He
your
signed with the
best bench
Lakers.
players. Yes, he did. And giving up one of your best bench players in Grady and giving up Brandon Ingram. Honestly, I'm gonna have to agree with T Tom on this one. My worry level is a 2. It might even be another sweep in the regular season. I'm just gonna leave it like that.
Here
I
comes Sis
mean,
with the 0.
my number's gonna be 1 for everybody. I'm not gonna hold you. It's gonna be, bro. I'm on such a high. There's nothing that any team could do to really make me nervous. Now, you say, God forbid something happens to one of my Knicks, then I'll rethink stuff. But I mean, I ain't worried. I don't think they got that much better. You know, the difference between Kawhi Leonard and Brandon Ingram was a 6 point average, 6 point difference in their last year's stats. I don't think that makes them that much more of a threat.
And defense, Sis.
Yeah, but I mean, he still got to play, right? He still got to play, and I mean, when you look at it, who on the Knicks is he stopping?
But can I add in real quick? You're
They
forgetting
may
2
get
words.
better, but
There's 2 words with Kawhi Leonard that everybody forgets about. Load management. I rest my case.
yeah, I'm not too worried. But we can move on because today's list was insane. So I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna mention the next one that will kind of affect us because it's the East, and then I'll list after we talk about that one. I'll list all the other ones, and then if anyone stands out, then we'll talk about that one. So the other one, which will be Kelly Oubre leaving the Sixers to go join the Pacers. Everybody's moving to the ops this offseason. It's funny.
Threat level 0. I said no 0, but that one is a fucking 0. Who gives a fuck about where Kelly Oubre goes? Who gives a fuck if Tyrese Halliburton is back? The way we played last season, and I mean this season in the playoffs, we would have swept the Pacers from a year ago. The Pacers, we played the Pacers from a year ago with the team that we had this year and the way we played this year, we would have swept the motherfuckers too. So Kelly Oubre going to the Pacers, which I don't understand why. Who the fuck wants to go to Indiana for real? All right, you gonna leave? Philly is a great city. Outside of their sports team, fuck all their sports teams, right?
They have good
Philly,
food.
great city. Great city, great people in that city for sure. I know a lot of people who live in Philly. wonderful motherfuckers, right? And like you said, great food. Love me a good Philly cheesesteak for sure. I'm not going to Max's though. That's where the tourists go. I need the hood poppy spot. I need the hood poppy spot for my cheesesteak for sure. You know what I mean? Or the my fault. Poppy spot is up here. I need the ox spot when I'm going to Philly. You feel me? But who the fuck leaves Philly to go to Indiana? He signed as a free agent, right?
Yep.
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 I
Yep.
know after he saw
Baby.
Jaylen Brown go to the Sixers, he was like, oh. I probably I could have competed for a championship this year. He probably was sold off that Tyrese Halliburton is one of the ones. Tyrese Halliburton is nice for sure. For Tyrese Halliburton to get injured against the Oklahoma City Thunder, I think he'd probably be a champion for real. But he ain't gonna take. He ain't getting past this Knicks team. That's all I got to say. I'm gonna land the plane there.
I mean, I agree. It doesn't scare me. If you open up zeros, then everybody's a zero for me.
I'm not really the Pacers. You know the Pacers.
I mean, and when you think about it too, like the Pacers are not the same Pacers we faced in the playoffs. For one, they lost key pieces of their team.
Miles
And
Turner.
like you said, T, they haven't faced this Knicks team, so that they don't scare me. They really don't. It's funny
Let me-
because like on X, you know, the Pacers fans are like, "Oh, Halliburton owns the Knicks. He don't own this Knicks. He don't own this Knicks."
Oh, they about to be so sad next year in the playoffs. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to wipe that smug ass look off of Tyrese Halliburton's face. It's gonna be so glorious. It's gonna be glorious.
Listen, just let's think about this for a minute. The one guy that used to kill the Knicks on the Pacers team ain't even on the Pacers no more. He's in LA. Y'all remember Ben Mathurin? How he used to kill us when we played Indiana? That ain't happening no more. I'm gonna give this the donut for the simple fact that if you think that the Pacers is going to be able to play the same style of play that they play with Vika Zubac at center, I don't necessarily agree with that. He's going to slow their team down. Indiana used to be the run and gun team. They're not so much that anymore. So, being that I feel they got to change their playing style to accommodate these new people that they incorporated. Again, the Knicks core has the chemistry now. We've always talked about how teams like OKC kept their core together after they won the title. They had the chemistry. No, the Knicks have the chemistry right now. Go to the list, sis. Zero. Go to the list, sis.
All
Bring
right,
the list
Kev
up.
gotta go. Kev gotta go.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, my bad, Kev. My bad, Kev.
Who we grading this time?
Kelly
Kelly
Oubre
Oubre.
to the Pacers.
Next.
All right, so let me name the
Yeah,
rest.
Kev, that's the way you talk your shit when I'm talking your shit.
Yeah, you know that. Man, you know what? I wish we could have put up that video of Ty when they asked Tyrese Halliburton about if he spoke to Jalen Brunson and just his face. You could tell that it hurt him
He
when.
thought he, yeah, he thought he was gonna get one before JB.
Right. And it kind of hurt him. You could see it in his face, like, yeah.
Yeah, he really hates us.
We
We
the
hate him
champs.
too.
We the champs, baby.
Don't worry, you will get your chance to get belted ass by JB soon enough. My
Right,
boy already back in the lab, and you still fat. Fuck out of here.
right.
Okay, so I'm gonna just list off the rest. So Nikola Vucevic leaving the Celtics for the Magic. Mike Conley leaving the Timberwolves for the Celtics. Moe
Trash.
Wagner leaving the Magic for the Nets. Norman Powell leaving the Heat for the Bulls.
Bomb.
John Collins
Inconsistent.
leaving the Clippers for the Pistons. Marcus Smart
Kev,
leaving the
what happened, Kev?
That right there was a shocker to me.
Which one, Wagner?
No, the Norman Powell leaving
Norman
my.
Powell?
They couldn't afford him, Kev.
I know
Yeah,
that's a huge loss for them, though. That's
and you got to also couple that with them signing Tim Hardaway to the 1 year deal.
yeah.
Which is probably on Sis' list.
It
Another
wasn't.
zero.
Oh, yeah, it was. Tim
Mhm.
Hardaway leaving the Nuggets for the Heat.
Just wanted to throw that out. That's another zero. Keep going.
John Collins leaving the Clippers for the Pistons. Marcus Smart leaving the Lakers for the Rockets. Bogdanovic leaving the Clippers for the Rockets. We said Dean Wade leaving the Cavs for the Sixers. Luke Kenard leaving the Lakers for the Suns. Keon Ellis leaving the Cavs for the Nets. Any of those?
In the words of the great Bubba Dub, trash. Oh, trash.
And Julius Randle getting traded from Minnesota to.
Yeah, we talked about that last show.
I thought.
We did. Yeah. Sorry, Jules, man.
I thought the Bogdanovic to Houston. I thought that was a good pickup for them. They need another shooter.
Yeah, none of those moves strike any fear to me.
Listen, I just want Houston. I want get back for 94.
Yo,
look, we got 99.
They're not gonna make it.
They're not gonna make it that far.
And I'm gonna tell you why. They needed a point guard. They got Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart is really a 2. He's really a 2. He's a non-scoring 2, which is the wildest shit ever, right? He's not really a point guard. Celtics had him at point guard for years. He never really ascended to where they needed him to be as a point guard because that's not who he is, right? He's a 2 who that's going to get you 10 points a game, which is wild. He's going to play He's going to play hellified defense. But they need a bona fide fucking point guard on that team. Fred VanVleet was supposed to be that, but he's always injured.
Yeah.
He's always injured. So they're back to me. Houston, they didn't really improve that much with Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart better years is way behind him. He's like 34? It's a wrap. He's like 6'2", 6'3".
What is he, like 33?
Got to be like 36 now. 34. The youngest I give. Youngest.
Yeah, none of those.
I thought this was looking up his age. My fault. I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, who you was talking about? Oh, Marcus Smart. Right?
Yeah, I thought he was like 33.
He is 32.
Oh yeah, something like
Shit.
that.
He been moving like an old man lately.
Some injuries.
So last topic before we get up out of here. We almost had an hour and a half on the off-season show. Shout out to us. Shout out to us to have an off-season show. And I messed up. I said I was supposed to be doing it, and I didn't do it because I was rushing to get here. This is supposed to be all off-season. This shade's supposed to be all off-season. My bad, y'all. Back in champion mode. But it's always a big deal whenever this motherfucker's a free agent.
Yeah.
And every time this motherfucker's a free agent, guess who's involved in name is being brought up? The Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
So they're saying that LeBron James is not opposed to taking the league minimum to play for a contender.
Can I go first?
I feel, yeah, absolutely. I feel like we all know where he's going. I feel like we all know that, right? But you never could tell with this motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, this is the guy who held the whole decision thing in the YMCA and told the world he was going to Miami and nobody had a clue. You feel me? So he could never really know. But sis, go ahead, talk your shit because I know it's about to be said, but the people need
So
to
I
hear.
think he's going to Cleveland. And I wouldn't give a damn because I want him nowhere close to this Knicks team. I think he doesn't deserve to be part of this Knicks team. He has had not one, not two, probably 3 and 4 chances to come, and he time after time after time decided no. He could have brought us a championship 10 years ago, and he decided to go to Miami. So for that, you don't deserve to be on a team with Jalen Brunson. You don't deserve to be on a team with Cat. You don't deserve to be on a team with Josh Hart or any of these Knicks. You ain't built for the city, because if you was built for the city, you'd have came on your own when we wasn't shit and made us a team. You would have did what Melo tried to do. You would have did what Amari tried to do. You would have did what Julius Randle tried to do. You would have did exactly what Jalen Brunson did, and you chose not to. So you know what? I don't want it on your fucking resume that you played for these New York Knicks. So stay the fuck away from here. You can go anywhere else. Go to Cleveland. You still won't beat us, but stay away from New York.
Gentlemen, follow
I'm
that
not
up.
so sure. I'm not so sure if he gonna go to Cleveland either. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, yeah, I seen Harden opt out. I mean, listen, that whole Cleveland situation is up in the air right now too, and I think they got to re-sign Mobley as well.
In the
So
words of sis, shambles.
you know what I'm saying? So
Shambles.
again, listen, I have no interest in LeBron being on the Knicks.
The crazy thing is, I didn't even know James Harden opted out.
Me
Yeah,
neither. This is
that was
news to
like
me.
that was like 2, 3 days ago. He opted out.
Too much
That's
He
stuff
opted
crazy.
going
out.
on in this league. I'm just
Yeah.
laughing.
Nah, if you look back at the number of transactions in the last 3, 4 days alone, it's like a record. You know what I mean? Like, cause it's so much happening.
Bro,
But
Frat, I'm
again,
literally sitting here like, they can't beat us. They still
yeah,
can't beat us. They still
yeah,
can't beat us.
Right.
yeah. So again, like it to me, it don't matter where LeBron goes. As long as he don't come to the Knicks, we good. That's how I feel. Period.
Kev, ya tú sabes.
Next.
Yeah. Next.
I was about to say,
That's it? All
Yeah.
right,
yeah.
bet.
I'm not gonna speak on LeBron James, bro.
Guess I gotta be the guy again. Guess I gotta be the guy again.
Don't say you want him, T.
Listen to me. Listen to what I'm about to say. All right?
I'm gonna be like a little kid.
Sis,
No.
sis, listen, I get it. Right? A few years ago, I was on the same shit. Like, fuck that guy. He could have been here. But if we could get LeBron James for the league minimum, fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about here? The league minimum? We talking about a guy at 42 years old, still average 21, 6 and 6? The fuck are we talking about? It's a no fucking brainer. I want to win another championship. My pride ain't that high. My pride ain't that high. I want another chip. LeBron James at the league fucking minimum? Sign me up. What are we talking about, guys? Are we trying to get another chip or not? LeBron James at the league minimum? He doesn't have to carry most of the workload or none of it at all.
That's not how that works when it comes to LeBron James, bro.
No,
Yeah.
it's already documented that he wants to take the league minimum. He's willing to, not wants to.
No,
He's willing to.
I'm not talking about the money. I know the money thing. I know the whole money thing. I know he's willing to take less. I get all that. My thing is, I don't need you coming in here trying to take charge, bro. You gotta take a sit back.
This is why my stance is where it is. I feel like my front office and my locker room is strong enough to be like, fuck what you talking about, nigga.
You can't come over here be slacking like you did with the Lakers, bro. You know what I mean?
Look, check it. I also know LeBron knew he wasn't going to win with that team. I also know LeBron's been at the upper echelon of the NBA for long enough to know what a winning team look like and when a non-winning team don't look like it. I think he knows enough for that. I'm not going to take no credit away from him for being in all them locker rooms that he went to championships with and won championships with, that he can't tell the difference from a winning locker room and a non-winning locker room. Because he's been in non-winning locker rooms and he's been in winning locker rooms. That I could tell you. Luka being your number one guy, you're never going to fucking win. It's never going to happen. I don't care what nobody says. I don't give a fuck how talented that guy is. Luka being the number one guy, you're never fucking winning.
I don't know.
Right?
Like that guy took the Mavs to the fucking finals. He was close.
But did they win, Kev?
Very close, though. He was very close. You can't say that.
In the words of Brandy, everybody knows almost doesn't count.
All I'm saying is
Yo,
the man took the team to the finals.
I hear that.
He's not capable. We can't say that he's not capable of doing so. We can't.
You're not going to win the championship with Luka. You're not. Just because Patrick Ewing been to the finals twice.
Yeah, I get that. Patrick needed a lot of pieces to
I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying, just because you make it to the final, don't mean you're gonna either make it back or win. And I'm saying I've watched the type of player Luka Doncic is. He doesn't have the stuff to win a championship as the number one.
That's cap.
Nah, that's not cap. He doesn't have the stuff to win it. You looking at, he could dribble, he could shoot. No, I'm talking about it takes a level of intestinal fucking fortitude and mental toughness to take you over the hump to win a game and also do the shit that you need to do on the other end of the basketball court that Luka already proved that he never wants to do. Luka doesn't want to play no defense. And Jalen Brunson is not a defensive player, but he tries on defense. Luka never fucking tries on defense, ever. You can't tell me a play or you can't name me 5 plays you've seen in your life where Luka played great defense. It's never happened. But I can tell you a whole game where Jalen Brunson in this playoffs held the team when he was the primary defender to only 3 field goals out of 17.
That's a cool story, but he still led that team to the finals.
Well, you see, he's led to the finals and they lost, Kev. That's my point. They lost.
He played
Kev,
no defense.
They lost.
He played no defense. He played no defense, but
they lost
to the finals.
You know how many other players led teams to the playoffs and don't have a ring? You know how many players? Karl Malone been to the playoffs 2 years back to back and don't have a ring. Just because I'm not taking anything away from Kev. What you're not listening to, I'm not taking anything away from
everything you saying, bro.
Clearly you're not
gonna agree with it.
Clearly, you don't have to agree with it. But what I'm saying is, you're putting words in my mouth, saying I'm taking something away.
I haven't said a word. I haven't put no words in your mouth.
Yes, you did. You said you can't take that away from him. I didn't take shit away from him. No, I didn't. I said he's a great offensive talent. But I'm saying you cannot win with a player who don't want to play no defense.
Okay.
You can't. Just because you made it to the finals once, that don't mean you have what it takes to make it back or win.
He still didn't have the necessary pieces around him to be able to win either. So you could disagree
That's
with
cap.
that, or you
That's
could
cap.
disagree with that all you
That's
want.
cap.
He
That was a solid team.
He was playing with a washed up Klay Thompson, bro. That dude was
That's
not
a
the same.
solid team.
That dude was not the same. That dude
Who
was not the
who they
same.
lost to?
They lost to the Boston Celtics.
That team was ass too. That's a Mickey Mouse championship that the Celtics won. We all sat here and said they had the easiest road to the playoffs and the finals in NBA history. Everybody that the Celtics beat that year had their best player hurt.
Right.
What are we talking about?
Okay.
What are we talking about? He lost to a Celtic team that didn't deserve to be there and were playing horrible. Even in the finals, they weren't playing well. But what I'm saying is, as your best player, if you don't play defense, he doesn't seem to be a leader of men in the same caliber that JB is. Just because you made it there once don't mean you're going to make it back. We've seen this throughout the halls of NBA history. That's all I'm saying. I'm not taking nothing away from his talent. He's an amazing talent. Offensive player, one of the best we ever seen in NBA history. But does he have what it takes to be an NBA champion? No. No. Not as the number one. Not as the number one. Maybe as the number two guy. Give somebody else the reins. And he back them up. He'd be the Robin to their Batman.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving on that team.
All right. And Kyrie Irving is what? A champion, right? Okay.
Yeah.
My point. Yeah, well, Kev, we gonna have to agree to disagree on this.
Always. Always. You know, I stand on what I say, brother.
Yeah, Kev, that's why I love
everything I say. I don't back down on nothing.
You my Gemini brother. I understand.
Right.
We got
All
the
the
same
way.
birthday, gang.
All the way.
If anybody understand you, it's the tea time. But yo, yeah.
So there was two more, and they were ours. So what do y'all think about bringing back Shamet and Jose?
The good luck is going to continue for the New York Knicks by doing right by Landry Shamet. That's the first thing. Because remember, the Knicks had the chance to basically get him off the roster. They let him go, brought him back after the shoulder injury, and he ended up being a vital piece off the bench in the championship run. Shamet deserved to get paid because not only did the Knicks play their part in that, Shamet played his part in that, and he continued to remain, and he bought into the concept of what the team had visions for with him. Jose Alvarado, yes, you bring back GTA. There's no question about bringing back Jose Alvarado. Listen, this man was boxing out Victor Wembanyama in the finals. Let me say that again for you. Boxing out Victor Wembanyama in the finals, giving him fits. And you
And
mean
was
to
about
tell
to
me,
pop on board.
whoa,
Was about to pop on board.
I'm saying, giving Victor Wembanyama fits. Alvarado deserved to get that 14.5 minutes. Simple
I
as
ain't gonna
that.
lie. Watching Victor about to pop on Wembanyama made me feel like that's looking at myself in the mirror, but just the Puerto Rican version. Yeah, that's the type of time I be on. Give fuck how tall you is, nigga. But go ahead, y'all. My fault.
Go ahead, Kev.
I was excited for Landry Shamet for sure, and if I'm not mistaken, again another guy who took less to stay with the Knicks, because from what I understand, he had some really good offers from other teams that was more than the Knicks, and he decided to come back home and run it back. So shout out to him. The post on Instagram that he put up, that shit was dope. I ain't gonna lie, that shit hyped me up.
Facts.
So
Describe it to the viewers who maybe didn't see it.
no, listen, and I think it was a well deserved.
The video. Sorry, Kev. The video was just highlights, and at the end he said, "Let's run it back."
Let's run it back, right? So I think it was
like
well
that shit.
deserved. As a matter of fact, I kind of figured they were gonna handle that first than Mitch, because his 3-point shooting is ridiculous, and we need that. We need guys that can shoot, man. And you know, the way he was shooting the three this year, he stayed pretty healthy this year, so that was a big plus. I think he had a decent finals, but still, I mean, either way, man, he deserved every penny he got. And I was happy we got him back. And as far as Jose, you know how I feel about that, man. Like I was excited about bringing him back. That's my guy. You know what he brings to the table. He's a champion now, so now you got that extra chip on his shoulder now. You know what I mean? So now, you know, run it back. He wants to be here. And another guy who probably took less, because I'm pretty sure, I think he had an option.
Bro, because we got him for nothing.
Like we got
This,
for
I
literally.
think he just picked up his option. I don't think we
No,
signed
so he didn't pick up his
he
option.
he
declined
opted
his
out.
option.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
He opted out
he
because
opted out.
part of the trade, when we traded him, was if he was to opt out, we would then get his bird rights. So we only signed him, we re-signed him for like 0.1 of a mil more than what he would have gotten if he opted in, but that 0.1 is with bird rights.
Okay, nah, that's amazing.
You know, if you go back to the video in that one game against San Antonio when we was down 21, he's the one orchestrated. Yo, stay tight. We about yo OG, stay with it. We're gonna go on this run right now, baby. And then after
Facts.
that, he was a big part of.
I mean, think about game 4.
Yeah, it wasn't even just him being an orchestrator.
Right.
That nigga showed up big time in that fourth quarter. Well,
Yeah.
again, it's my fault.
No, I was about to say fourth quarter, having him and Brunson in the game together threw a wrench that the Spurs weren't ready for. Right? They were expecting us to continue what we were doing, trying to run the offense either through Cat or let JB be JB. So having another ball handler on the court threw them for a wrench. We need someone like Jose because teams, again, are going to study us, right? We already know that. So now they're going to be like, okay, if we stop the Cat running the offense, it's going to go back to JB, then we can pressure JB. Okay, we need to have a ball handler. That ball handler is not Deuce. That ball handler is Jose.
He calmed us down. He was calming down the whole situation.
Yeah.
Right.
But I will say this. Jose's going to have to detox his kidneys because, Lord, his kidneys and his liver need a detox before next season because homeboy's still drinking.
Oh, for real? He said it was going to be 8 days straight. He's still outside?
He's still outside.
From what I've last seen, he was in Puerto Rico's. You know,
you know he getting smacked out there for sure.
But they drink roncaña and all that shit.
They drink for breakfast, okay? What's your
Yo, Fraz, talk to me. I know you had something to say.
He
had his arms up like he wanted to say something.
No. Because the simple fact is, we said it here first on Knicks and Ish when everybody was like, "Oh, yeah, I really think Jose and Jaylen Brunson can be able to stay your team in these situations." You're damn right.
I was one of them.
On Knicks and Ish, exactly. Like, wait a minute. We told
Now,
y'all.
I was one of the naysayers. I was worried that they were both going to be too small in the backcourt. And then,
I mean,
as per usual, my guy Kev, nah, T, nah, T. You know,
Yep.
Jose, he a dog. I'm like, I hear you, Kev, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yo,
Kev was like, nah.
yo, let me ask y'all something. Y'all, that game, that 29-point game, right? That game didn't remind you of a game we played early in the season against Houston when we were down
I was
20.
just about to say you was taking it there. I knew it. Yep. Because we
And
was
and
down by
and,
what?
and
28?
guess who was in the middle of all that? Jalen Brunson and Jose Alvarado.
Yeah.
The same
And,
kind of shit.
and you know what's crazy, right? Because you know, I talk to a lot of Knicks haters. It's unfortunate living in New York. I'm still surrounded by a ton of
Shit
Knicks
don't make
haters,
no sense.
and they was like, "Yo, that was lucky." I said, "Well, clearly you don't watch the Knicks play basketball because literally this is what we do. We break teams. Like we walk motherfuckers down. This is not an anomaly for just this postseason. We was doing that since last postseason, walking motherfuckers down. You know what I mean? But back to the original question of Landry Shamet and Jose Alvarado. Uh, with the news that Landry Shamet had so many offers that were well above what the Knicks could offer, and he still decided to come here, speaks volumes about the culture that we built here. And I think, excuse me, I think when other basketball players see that, this kind of resonates with them like, yo, why are all these guys willing to take less money to play there? Right? Because it's not an anomaly, right? Now it's a history and a track record. You could go all the way back to Julius Randle signing a year early to take less money. You could go to Jalen Brunson taking 130, and Julius Randle took a substantial pay cut as well. Thank you, Kev. Yeah, a substantial pay cut as well. Then you got Jalen Brunson taking 113 million. Then you got OG taking, I think, 10 or 20, if I'm not mistaken. McCall, same shit. You feel me? Even Josh took 10 less. Like, it's becoming a trend that guys are willing to take less money to be able to stay in New York. You know what I mean? And I think that's appealing to other people. I think what Landry Shamet gave us in the postseason was phenomenal. I think if he could stay fully healthy, Landry Shamet is definitely a rhythm basketball player, right? If he could stay fully healthy for the duration of the season without missing more than 1-2 games at a time, we can expect to see that kind of level of play throughout the season. Right? Same thing with Deuce, rhythm player. Deuce has a nice little injury history himself too, which kind of worries me a little bit. But if he could stay healthy throughout the duration of the season, the same thing with him. They're both rhythm players. Once you knock them out that rhythm by them having to sit on the bench for a week or two, it takes them a long time to rent back up. Landry Shamet just happened to rent back up at the right time and do amazing things. And I don't think we get to the finals without him.
I agree.
I feel like every piece on this roster was picked to perfection. Perfection. Thank you, Malcolm Brogdon, for fucking retiring. Somebody shipped him a fucking ring for sure. He deserved that shit. He deserved that shit for retiring.
No, and then listen, now we got a young and up and coming player in that kid Tyler Nickel that we drafted that can learn, who's a fucking sharpshooter himself.
Quick release.
Real quick,
release.
like real quick. So
He looked like Steve Novak.
Bro, this guy could learn on the Shamet, bro. You know?
Yeah.
Could learn
No, I agree. I mean,
Shamet, bro.
So my take on it was I was happy that we got those taken care of. I kind of knew Landry was gonna come back because it's a loyalty thing for him. I think. I
And
think.
he's more affordable.
Well, yeah. Um, we took a chance on him when nobody else did. We did right by him in, rehabbing him when his shoulder first went out. Um, and last year he took less to fight for a spot to be on this team. So that to me showed it was a loyalty thing and not just him because he could have took more money last season and went elsewhere. But he fought with Malcolm Brogdon and the other kid for the spot during preseason. So I knew that was gonna happen. Jose, I'm super happy about. Like you said, T-Time, you were wrong. I was big wrong on it because I, like you, was like, no, he's too small. We're gonna be screwed. They're both too short. But you can't measure heart with height, clearly. And what I saw from him, what he did in Game 4, there's no replacing that. So super happy. I'm sure he's happy to be home and really have a home for the next couple of years. So huge for us. Just want to throw out a name for y'all because my homeboy messaged me with a replacement for Mitchell Robinson. We haven't talked about him in a while. I didn't realize he still was in the G League. Moses Brown.
I actually got a name for y'all.
Moses Brown.
You
I got a
remember
name.
he's like throwing up like 40 points,
You
20
talking about
rebounds.
17 Moses
G
Brown?
League.
I know who you talking about.
I know who you
He
talking
don't play no defense.
Yeah,
He thought. Cat didn't play
Um,
defense either.
that's true.
I've seen Moses Brown play. Nah, that nigga don't play no defense. Moses Brown want the rock. He want to shoot that bitch. Listen. I wouldn't be mad. Don't get me wrong, because having a five that could come off the bench and get you 10 to 15 points a game is tough. I
Yeah,
wouldn't be mad, but I also will be concerned because I don't think more offense is what we need, right? Like, I feel like we need to replace some of that defense and some of that offensive rebounding. So that's why guys like Nick Richards and the kid that probably resigned already that was on Charlotte, the African kid, I can't forget it. I forget his
most of
name.
their body.
Yeah, those guys intrigue the interest, your interest because they do some of the things that nobody can replace Mitch. Let's get
right,
that straight, right?
right.
But they do some of the things that you could be like, all right, we can live with that. And I also feel like we sleeping on Jameson. I think. Do I think he's an official second yet? No, I don't think that. But I could also be wrong. I don't think he's an official backup. But I also feel like with enough PT, he could be that. Because if you actually him do the things that Mitchell Robinson did, which is rebound and play defense, do we have the capability to do that shit? Absolutely. He has a fucking high motor. If
Yeah.
anybody, if you watched him in spot minutes, if you like me and stood up in those games when
No, he would run up and down the court hard as hell.
if
He
you stood up in
played
those games when
defense.
it was a blowout and all the starters were sitting on the bench, a lot of people like to turn those games off because we won. No, I sit there and watch those games like the rest of my panel. I know it because we Knicks fans and we get here and we talk about them shit. And you watch him giving maximum effort in minutes that mean shit.
Yeah.
And he has good feet and good defensive IQ. He knows where to be. It's one of the most important things. We don't need him to do shit else. But be aggressive with rebounding and play some fucking defense.
Yeah.
Hold serve until Cat get back on the court. That's it. That's
I mean,
all it is.
regardless of what we do, Cat's gonna have to play smart for sure. But I agree. I mean, Jameson could give us the 12 to 15 minutes. I think it's possible.
Yeah, I'm mad that list dwindled as fast as it did. I thought for sure we had a real shot at a few of those guys, right? Pause. That's crazy. But yeah. So Nick Richards, man, let's do it. I'm not mad at that. That's a very good fucking pickup and an A1 fucking backup a center. You feel me? A1. Offensively, he ain't gonna give us much. He's not Mitchell Robinson, but he's fucking solid. Another super hot. He's like I'm trying to figure out the best way I can describe it. He's like, if I'm giving Jameson such high praise, he's like Jameson or Super Saiyan 1, but just a little bit taller. Just a little taller. Super Saiyan 1, just a little bit taller. Great help defensive player. He definitely gonna get you some blocks coming from the weak side for sure. I watch him punch a number of Nick players shit coming from the weak side on help. Solid rebounder. Ain't gonna give you much of shit on offense, but I can live with that. We just need our bench mob to be consistent and healthy. And Cat, like you said, sis, not to make stupid fouls. Excuse me. We 2 hours in. If y'all ain't got nothing else,
I got one more thing I want to say before I wrap the show up. Well, two things actually. There's one name that I think everybody's forgetting that the Knicks still have draft rights to. That I think he's still in college right now. I think he went back to college actually. And the Knicks got his draft rights from the Cat trade. I'm talking about James Anaji, 21-year-old kid, 7-footer.
So I don't think we still have his rights. If he went back to college, he has to redo the draft.
Maybe, but hold on. Nah, because I was looking at something. Maybe we still do have his rights. I have to look it up because I know we still, even with him in college, we still may have his draft rights. That's gonna be something I'm gonna delve into at a later time. Maybe on the next live, I'll delve into that. But I did want to do one thing real quick because I promised I would. This is for the NIsh portion of the show, real fast.
Yeah.
I gotta shout out my super at work. My guy Mark Troy, my super at work, because right now he is coaching a little league squad out here in PA, the Carbino Club All Stars 12U, and they on the push for the Little League World Series right now.
Let's go.
And I hope when you watch this, Mark, I told you I would do this because you my guy, and I hope y'all beat Mountaintop ass today, literally, because they playing the best team in the region tonight, Mountaintop, and I hope they came out with the W. So shout out my super Mark Troy. You know what it is. I see you at work in the morning. You know what I mean? Much love, my guy. Appreciate you very much, man. But
shout out to him.
Just before we wrap it up, just so y'all know, this is going to be our schedule during the off season. It's going to be Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. We veered off from the Fridays because Fridays in the summer, people want to be with family, hang out, be outside. So Wednesday nights, 9 p.m., we'll be here.
I'm part of the want to be outside gang.
I give up on being outside. I was outside in New York the whole 2 weeks, and I've been sick for the 2 weeks I've been back.
Yo, I hope you feel better. One, facts. Two, sis, I'm single, and my last 3 summers I was in the house. I'm outside.
I hear you.
I'm outside. I'm causing terror in my 40s for sure. I'm outside in my 40s tearing shit up. That's a fact. It's going, mother, 40 the new 20, I'm still hot still. Nah, yo, Fraz, wrap us up, gang.
So, with that being said, do not forget, everybody, press like for your favorite panel. Sharing as always, Kevin. If you like the content you saw tonight, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you set your bell to all so you get all notifications when Knicks and Ish goes live. And also, do not forget, go over to the Knicks and Ish Shopify and going to cop you some merch. We got the hoodies, the Lucky Tea Time hoodie. That's what I'm dubbing it now. The mugs, we got socks, we got blankets, the Brunson on Fire hoodie, and much, much more.
See, that has to be on the wall by next season.
In a frame, picture frame, my guy. That needs to be framed and hung right behind you. Real talk. But again, going to copy some merch over at the Knicks Ish Shopify. Very appreciate everybody for pulling up tonight. And we will see y'all next Wednesday night at 9 p.m. for another edition of Offseason Knicks and Ish. Now, please, if somebody would, hit the outro.
Boom, shakalaka. The Knicks is the difference. Our grit, that's the difference. These kids are just different. And our pot ain't just lit. Trick is to lit us. Whoa! Knicks and Nish. Knicks and Nish. Whoa! Knicks and Nish. Knicks and Nish. You know we lit. Knicks on. Ish. You know we lit.
Let's finish.
Build it up. You know we lit.
Let's go tea time.
You know we lit. Mrs. Ned, sir.